Hi, today I'm going to teach you how to make a Bavarian stitch baby quilt, or you can make it into a throw if you just go larger. You can actually go as large as you want. The shape you make will be determined by how many circles you put in your first actual row, and that is determined by size. We're going to be making, for our first row, I'm just going to show you before we start, we're going to make a series of 3 circles. This will give us our general shape. If you want a square blanket, then you're just going to use 2 circles. If you want more of a rectangular blanket, you're going to be adding more. You could add a 4th and possibly even a 5th to make it very oblong. In this stitch, we're going to make our first starting rows here, and this will be our first chain stitch going down the middle, and then we will be basically building up in rows to these little gaps here with stitches, and then that will go all the way around, and then we will be building up from the sides the actual round stitches that go around. So those give us these great little scallops here, and we do a back post double crochet to get these crisscross parts that come out, and it just comes out as a cute little blanket. It looks very detailed, very ornate, and the nice thing is you can stop at any time because your edges are going to be scalloped like that. So what you're going to need is, I used a Bernat Baby Sport. It is a 10 ounce 300 gram yarn. It has a little bit of a sparkle to it, which I thought was really cute. It makes your quilt just a little more magical. And you're going to need a number 4 hook. You could use a larger hook, but you're going to want to use a larger yarn too. Use whatever's recommended on your yarn. And then some scissors eventually. So we will get started here. Okay, so before we get started, I wanted to explain to you how you build the shape of your quilt. It's made up of your chain, and for a normal, rectangular shaped baby quilt, we're going to start with 3 circles along our chain. If you wanted a square shaped, you would do 2 circles, and that will keep your quilt building up pretty much square. If you wanted something a little more oblong or rectangular, you would start with 4 or even 5. If you were going for like a twin size bed or something like that, I would maybe do 5 to 6 of your chains. So for the regular rectangular square, we do multiples of 8 plus 7. So we are doing 2 multiples of 8 plus 7 for your rectangle. So we're going to chain 23. If you were doing a square, you would chain 15 to start. And if you were doing a rectangle with 4 circles, you would chain 31. If you were doing 5 circles, you would add another 8, and so on and so forth. So that is how the chaining works, is multiples of 8 plus 7. Row 1 is our entire circle build-up, so I will teach you that. And then, just so you kind of know the shape of the quilt, we are going to be filling in these areas with row 2, and then in row 3 we will continue to build up our scallops and circles, and then it naturally just builds that crisscross that makes the quilt so cute. So we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make a slip knot. And I'm going to cinch up my hook here, and we're going to chain 23. So you yarn over, pull through, and you just continue to do this until you have 23 loops on your chain. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So now we're going to yarn over twice. We're going to do a treble crochet, and we're going to go the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th. We're going to poke through that hole. We're going to yarn over and pull through, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And here we have our first treble crochet along with our chain here, which we are not counting as a stitch. So we want to put a series of 4 treble crochets and then a single crochet and another 4 treble crochets all in this same opening. So we have our first, so we're going to yarn over twice again, go back into it, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So we have 2. Yarn over twice again, back into the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and again yarn over 2, back into the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So now we have our chain and 4 treble crochets. We're going to do a single crochet, just yarn over and pull through. That's all you got to do. And then we're going to do it again. So yarn over twice, go back into that hole, and we're going to do another 4 treble crochets. So pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and one more time, yarn over twice, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So now we have our 4 treble crochets, a chain 1, and 4 treble crochets. Now we are going to go our in our chain 4 stitches from the loop we went into. So we count 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th we're going to put our hook, and we're going to do a single crochet. So pull through once and then pull through. So that tacks down our first little half circle here. Now we're going to go another 4 chains, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to yarn over twice and go into that chain, yarn over, pull through. We're doing another series of 4 treble crochets, a single crochet, and another 4 double crochet or treble crochets. So this will be our first. Pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice. I already need more yarn. Go into the same hole, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, into the same hole, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and one more to complete our first set of 4. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then we're going to do our single crochet, yarn over and pull through, or a chain I guess is what it is, not a single, it's just a chain. And then we're going to do another 4 in that same hole. yarn over twice and pull through, or go in the hole and pull through, and then continue our 4 treble crochets by yarning over twice into the hole, pull through, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and one more time, yarn over twice, yarn over, pull through, pull through, oop, pull through. Okay, so now we have our second half circle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, our chain 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to go down to our circle, and we're going to count 4 stitches from our circle, and we're going to put in another single crochet. So yarn in the chain, yarn over, pull through, and that attaches our second chain. We're going to go to the next set of 4 chains down the line, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yarn over twice and go through that hole and do another series of 4 treble crochets, a chain 1, and 4 treble crochets, and I will meet you back here. Okay, so you have done your 4 treble crochets, your chain 1, which I was calling it a single crochet, but it is a chain 1, so I'm sorry. And then 4 additional treble crochets. Now we're going to go to the end of our foundation chain and do a single crochet to tack down in our third half circle. So go into that last little hole on the end and then just do a chain 1. I can't seem to get it here. There we go. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So now we have our 3 little half circles, and we are turning our work around, finished there, and we are going to continue on with 3 more half circles to create our 3 circles for our first row. So continuing on, we will yarn over twice, and we're just going to go into the same hole that we've already created with our initial chain, and yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again, we're going to do this 4 treble crochets, a chain 1, and an additional 4 treble crochets, and then we will be tacking it down in between the 2. So I've got 3 there. Here's 1 more. Okay, so I've got my 4, got my chain 1, and I'm going to do an additional 4 in this same hole. Pull through. Okay, so, oops, I have my additional 4. I do not count that foundation chain that runs in between the 2 sets of 8. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, chain, not chain 1, yes, chain 1, I'm confusing myself now, an additional 4. Now we're going to go, we don't even need to count, we're going to go into where we tacked in before, in between these 2 half circles here, and there's a little opening there. We're just going to put our hook in there, I don't know if you can see it or not, and do a single crochet to tack down our first half circle. And then we're going to continue on with our additional 4 treble crochets, a chain 1, and 4 treble crochets in the next hole here. So yarn over twice and pull through and do your 4 treble crochets. 2, 2, 3, 4, chain 1 and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we are going to chain down this, tack down this half circle into, if you can stretch your work there, you see where this one was tacked into here in between these two. So we're going to go into that same hole, do a single crochet, tack it down. So now we have 2 full circles. We'll start on our third, yarn over twice, go into the same hole we created on the first one, and do 4, chain 1 and 4, and then I will meet you up. Okay, so I finished my last set of 4, chain 1 and 4, and now we're to the end of our circles and we need to join them. We're going to go to the end of our starting chain where we first started, and we're going to do a slip stitch. So just put your hook into the end of that chain, not your 4 treble crochets, but right before that, you'll find the end of that chain. Put your hook in and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So now we have our starting row finished. We're not going to repeat that, but we will kind of be using some of the same stitches in row 3. So now we want to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we, on our ends is a little different stitch than in our middles. Here we're doing little V's, but on the ends we're going to take a quarter of this little circle here and build it up for our corners. So we chain 4, we yarn over twice, and we're going to go into that first treble crochet that we put down, and we're going to go into the back of it. So a back post double crochet or treble crochet. So yarn over twice, find that crochet, the treble crochet, put your hook through the back, yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to yarn over, pull through, 2, yarn over, pull through, 2. And we're going to leave both this loop and this loop on our hook. So we're going to ignore them, put them back there, yarn over twice again, find our next treble crochet that we had done, go into the back post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I have 3 loops on my hook. Again, we're going to yarn over twice, find the next post, go into the back of it, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I have 4 on my hook, and I'm going to do one last one, and this will be taking up all of my initial 4 treble crochets before I put in that chain 1. You know, we're starting on this first series, so I'm going to do it one more time. Double over your yarn, go through the back post, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Oops, I lost one of my loops there. That's very common when I was doing this blanket. Make sure you have not lost one of your loops while you're doing it. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So now I have 5 loops on my hook. I am going to take a yarn over and pull through all 5. So I'm connecting them like this. Then I'm going to do a chain 1 and chain 4. So now they're all connected. I have an extra little chain coming out here, and I'm going to tack it down right here in between my 2 sets of 4 that I had put in previously. So I just put my hook in there, pull through, and pull through with a single crochet. So now I have this odd looking little corner here, but it all makes sense as the quilt comes together. So now I'm going to work in these 2 sections of 4 here. We need to join them and fill in this area like I was talking about in the little diagram that I drew. You're going to yarn over twice. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to do another chain 4. And then we're going to yarn over twice. And then we're going to do 4 back post treble crochets. So we go through the back and pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now I have 2 loops on my hook, and I'm going to continue on. Yarn over twice, go through the back post, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now I have 3 hooks, or 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over twice again, go through the back, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now I have 4, and I'm going to pick up my last little stitch here, go through the back post, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I have 5. Now I'm going to ignore that I'm to the end of my set of 4, and I'm going to go on to the next set of 4. So I'm going to yarn over twice. I'm going to find that next post. Now be careful not to grab the chain that's in between the posts. You want to make sure you get into that set of 4 posts, not into the chain. So when you do your back post treble crochet, you make sure you've grabbed the right one, and you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, keep that loop on the chain or on the hook. Again, yarn over twice, go through the back post. And bear with me, it does get easier the more rows you do. You are certainly capable of doing this. This is one of the first projects I ever did. So a beginner is quite capable of doing this. It's a little confusing right now, but it all comes together as you are working on it. So you did back post treble crochets on 4 of your treble crochets that you put in, and the other 4. So now we have a chain 4 here, and we have 8 back post treble crochets, and we have 9 loops on our hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And as I was working on this quilt, I always counted because it's very easy to miss one or be off. So now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 9. We're going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go in between our 2 sets of 4 treble crochets and find that extra chain 1 we did in our first row, and we're just going to do another single crochet to tack down that set of work. So now we have our little corner piece and our little filler, middle piece in here. So we're going to do that once again. We're going to fill in the middle of these 2 sets of 4 by doing chain 4 and then the back post treble crochets, and then pull it and tack it down, another chain 4. So yarn over twice, go through the next back post, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, leaving a loop on the hook, yarn over twice, go to the next back post, pull through 2, leaving that loop and go to the next back post, pull through 2, pull through 2, and the last one for this set. So now I have 5. Oh, wait. I missed one. Okay. No, I didn't. Yes, okay. So now I have 5 loops on my hook, and I will start on the next set of 4. We're going into that back post and pull through 2, pull through 2, the next back post, pull through 2, pull through 2, the next back post, pull through 2, pull through 2, and the next one. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, we should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to pull our hook through them all, yarning over, and a slip stitch to get them all connected. Now we're going to chain another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go into that chain 1 and tack it down again. So now, as you can see, the blanket's already coming into shape. You're going to get these lattice type crisscrosses by doing your back post treble crochets, and it just builds itself up. So the blanket is basically a repeat of rows 2 and of rows 3 that I'm going to show you, and you just keep repeating both rows. So you'll probably come back to this row to repeat your, you know, once we go over row 3, you can just play this video again to watch this row again if you need to. So now we are at a turning point where we need to turn the blanket, but we don't have, you know, a place to do 8 treble crochets. We need to do 4 treble crochets like we did over here because we're at a corner. So we're going to chain 4, and then we're going to yarn over twice, and we're going to do a back post treble crochet through all 4, the next 4 posts. So there's the first one, leaving the yarn on the hook, and the second one, pull through 2, leaving the yarn on the hook, there's the third, leaving the yarn on the hook, and here is our 4th. So now we have the 4 back posts and the chain 4, and we're going to close them up and do a slip stitch, and then we're going to do another chain 4, and we're going to tack it down here on the end of our stitches, just kind of, since this is the edge of our chain, we're just going to go into what we think is the middle here and tack it down with a single crochet. So now we have another corner piece, and then we're going to do the same thing to this next corner. We're going to chain 4, and we're going to do another series of 4 back post treble crochets. Be careful not to do in your initial chain right here. You want to go into your treble crochets, not your chain. So back post, and yarn over, pull through 2, leaving 1 on the hook. Again, back post, yarn over, pull through 2, leaving yarn on the hook, pull through 2, and one last one, leaving 5 loops of yarn on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through, and we're going to chain 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have our next corner. We're going to tack it down in between the 2 sets of 4 treble crochets in that little opening there. So just go in, do your single crochet. Okay, so we are going to finish filling in this area right here with our chain 4 and 8 back post treble crochets in the existing 4 posts here and existing 4 posts here. So yarn over twice, go into the back post, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, oops, leaving 1 on the hook, and we're going to do all 8 posts. So that's the second, pull through 2, back post, pull through 2, and back post. Now our next series of 4. I kind of have to hold that yarn on to my needle or my hook. If I lose it, then you end up not having 2 strands of yarn to pull through. You pull through 2 and then there's just 1. So you'll know that that's the problem if that happens. Okay, so I've got my 9. Yarn over, pull through all of them, and chain 1, and then chain 4, and then go into that middle and tack it down again in that chain 1 space, and it is filled in. Then you're going to repeat that again for the next section, and then we will meet up here again. Okay, so I did my 9 and chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back into that open space and chain 1. So now we have it closed up and we need to do our end pieces, and we have 2 consecutive end pieces right here. But those will get farther away as there are gaps created as the blanket is built out. But we're going to do one more little end over here with a chain 4. And I think you know what's coming next. Yarn over twice, and we're going to do 4 back post treble crochets, leaving 1 on the hook. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to combine them all together, chain 1 and chain 4, and then we're going to go into that initial chain space that we created and do a single crochet to tack down our little corner area there. So now this gets to row 3, where we're going to start building up our blanket. So we're going to do a series of 4 treble. Okay, now we're going to start building up our blanket, and the corners are a little different than the areas through here. We're going to do 3 sets of 4 with a slip stitch in between them, and we're going to anchor it in an area that we created with pulling our hook through all of those loops. And I don't know if you can see it, it's right here. There's a little little tiny opening. See that little circle there? That's where we're going to go into for all of our treble crochets. So we're just going to yarn over twice. We're going to put our hook in that hole, and we're going to do yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again, yarn over 2, go back into that same space, yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we have 2 on our 2 so far, and we're going to do a third and a fourth. Now we have 4 treble crochets. We're going to do a chain 1. We're going to do another 4 in that same hole. 1, yarn over twice, 2, yarn over twice, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have a total of 12 that we just did, and it's made a nice little round circle on our corners. So this is only for corners. You're going to be doing the 12. Otherwise, it's going to be 8 in these flat sections because we already have essentially a half circle here. So we're just going to build up another half circle. So now we're going to find the space in between our 4 stitches and go into that middle area and do a single crochet. So that finishes off our corner. Then we're going to start our series of just 8 treble crochets all through the length of the quilt. Again, we're going to find that little area, and if you can see it there, there's a little hole right there, and that's where we're going to go into for our 4 treble crochets, and then a chain stitch, and then an additional 4 treble crochets. So there's 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 and go back into that hole. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we have our little half circle made. We're going to tack it down in between our other 2 chain stitches that we did in our last row, and do a single crochet. So that's kind of the basis of the blanket, is the corners and then the half circles, and then on the next row we're gonna fill in the gaps and then build up the corners and the half circles again. So just if you remember how to do this corner and your half circle, you are good to go. So I'll show you one more half circle and corner, and then I'm gonna show you the next row again, just as a refresher, and then you should be good to go to finish this cute little quilt. So yarn over twice, go into that hole, and do the 4 treble crochets, put in a slip stitch and another 4 treble crochets. Okay, so I've got my 4, my slip stitch, and my 4. I'm going to do single crochet into, again, this area here in between our chain stitches. And we have that built up. So now I'm going to take you to another corner, and what happens is these circles just keep building and building as you build out in the quilt, so it just builds up. So I'll show you the corner one more time. You have a series of 12 treble crochets, so with a chain stitch in between them. So we'll go 2, oops. Okay, I'm going to show you the corner one more time. So you yarn over twice, you go into that little hole that you've created in the last row, and you're going to go 4 treble crochets, 2, 3, and 4. Wait, I don't know if that one got in the hole. No. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get that hole to open up, but usually by the second or third pass it opens up. So we've got 4, chain 1, we're going to do another 4, chain 1, and then tack it down. So a series of 12. So I've got my 4, chain 1, 4. Now I'm going to chain 1 and do 4 more. Three, and 4, and then we're going to find that space in between with our chain stitches and do a single crochet and tack it down, and then we're going to do the same thing on this corner. So we just repeat that, and then I'll come back and refresh you on the in-between areas one more time before we move on to the next row. Okay, so I have finished my other corner. I'm going to tack it down, and then you continue on in the row by doing a series of 4 treble crochets, a chain 1, and then another 4 treble crochets, and then tack it down, and then you just repeat that until you get to your next corner. So okay, so I have done my 4 treble crochets, chain 1, 4 treble crochets, I've tacked it down here, and then I did my series of 4 treble crochets, a chain 1, 4 treble crochets, chain 1, 4 treble crochets for my corner. So now this is the only other thing you need to know, and then you repeat row 2 again. We're going to tack down the corner here using a single crochet, if I can get it. And then now that that's tacked down, we want to start up in this section here for our next row. So, and that will leave this V open to fill in with our 8 treble crochets, and then we cinch them together. So we need to do a slip stitch basically over to that section through these 4 treble crochets. So we're slowly moving our thread over to the little gap in between the 4 treble crochets. So you just go in front, pull through, and pull all the way through. So now my yarn is in the right place, and I can start on my corner of row 2 again. So I chain 4, 2, 3, 4, yarn over twice, and then we start with the back post treble crochets again, leaving 1 loop on the end of the hook. So we're going to do 4 of these since we're on the corner, and you'll see as you do it how it just works out, you know, when you get to that next section. So there's the 5 yarn on the hook. I'm going to close it. I'm going to chain 1 and then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to tack down here into my next little open section. So see how we got that corner again? The only variance now is these slip stitches here to get up to that point again. So now we're going to start filling in this V and work our way around, and then end with filling in this V, and then start with our other row again. So just to refresh, you're going to chain 4, you're going to yarn over twice, you're going to do a back post treble crochet for each of the posts in this part of the round. So we do 4 on this side. Oops, I lost one there. Then we're going to move over to this other section and grab those posts. Got 1. Oops, I lost it again. Yarn over twice, 2. Yarn over twice, 3. And 4, and then pull all 9 strands together and give it another 4 chain stitches. Tack it down, and then just repeat. This time we have 3 sections to repeat, and it just keeps growing. So when you get to here, you're going to have no problem doing this again. It's just when you start out that new row, you have to do the little foundation to get up to there. So go ahead and finish this row, and then we'll meet back and I'll refresh you on the next row again, and then you should be good to go. Okay, so I finished this little section, and I thought I would just refresh you on the corner one more time so you really have it down. You chain 4, yarn over twice, back post, and put in a back post treble crochet, leaving one yarn or one loop on your hook, and you're going to do that with all 4 of these posts. And 4. Okay, so we have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to pull them all through. We're going to chain 1 and then chain 4, and then we're going to tack down our corner right there. So see, there's our corner. Then we're going to fill in this little V, and we're going to make another corner. So chain 4, and do our back post 4, actually back post 8, and join them, tack them down, and then our next corner. So you should have this round down by the end of your next corner. Okay, so I have finished my second row, but it's actually my 4th row. So now we have the repeat of the 3rd row. So if you just remember, you're going to yarn over twice, you're going to go into this hole. Since we are in a corner when we finish, we're going to do 12 treble crochets in sets of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and chain 1, and then another set of 4, and then another set of 4, and tack down. And then you're going to do 2 sets here of, you'll be doing 8. So you just keep continuing around and around and around and around until you have the size of the blanket you want. I used about 1.5 skeins of yarn to get a nice sized baby blanket, but I'm going to continue on because I really love this pattern, and I'm going to make a big throw for my bed.